Hi, I'm Tiffany Hinton, and this is my husband, Will Hinton. And we actually have a business called Gluten-Free Mom Certified because our children have food allergies, and that kind of evolved from that. I was undiagnosed, or diagnosed actually, unexplained infertility, which could be an array of things. And we found out that the unexplained infertility was autoimmune disorders. And so my reproductive doctor says that I have celiac and I'm positive. My gastrointestinal doctor says no. But what we've come to find out is yes. And so by giving up gluten and going dairy-free, and I was sugar-free for a while, but not any longer. I need those sweets. We have 3 babies in 3 years.
I really wanted to be a father, and I thought it was going to be a challenge. And my wife came home one day after a big fight with one of the doctors, and I said, fight back. And so we fought back, and we actually made it to a chief of staff who admitted that they didn't have a specialty in our particular area, which was good information. You know, we would like to have known sooner. But once we found out, we found a specialist, and we cut out the gluten. And without gluten, it was baby. So we're really excited about that. But I learned really about gluten the hard way, because for my firstborn daughter, a couple of years ago, I was giving her crackers, which I thought were safe. And a few hours after that, she had a swollen stomach, and she had a nervous reaction. She was sensitive to touch, and she just screamed. And I figured out what gluten was. And so we stopped that, and everyone in our house is gluten-free. And you know, everyone's, even with several other food allergies from my middle daughter, everyone's healthy and happy, and we're excited, you know, and especially, you know, we thank you guys for having us here at GFAF.
So our family, when we come to an expo like this, it's kind of like it's a free-for-all. Last year when we were here with our daughter, she had just turned 2, but it was like the circus, because she could eat anything and everything she wanted. Everything was safe. She was so happy. I mean, and there's a guy that has yellow goldfish, and those or they're not goldfish, they're duckies, but they're yellow cheese crackers, and it was just like, oh my goodness. And she was so excited, and we had to keep going back and seeing the duckies. I don't know how many times we went to the ducky booth, but it was just amazing.
And pizza's big in our family. So every Friday is make your own pizza night. And so a lot of the vendors that we get exposed to here, we've made friends, and so we get samples, and we're able to buy different types of flours and grains, and so we'll make the pizza dough, and then we have different ingredients. So my middle daughter gets a pizza without nightshades, and everybody puts their own toppings on, and it's great. And then we're able to write about it, blog about it, and you know, and everybody gets to know not only, you know, the fun that we're having, but then, you know, the vendors get an opportunity to get exposure, and our family is having a good time. It's awesome. Community is huge. When we go to different places, people are just not in the know about you know, different sensitivities to food allergies, especially gluten. And even when you go to church, you know, the place where you have, you know, the best fellowship, the best community, and you check your kid into Sunday school, and maybe you have a teenager working and they just don't know. So a community is huge, and we have GF Mom Certified stickers that we stick on snacks, that we stick on clothing. And so we try to create that awareness. And then when you come to an event like GFAF, that community is there. You have the people that are in the know, and you're sharing ideas, and they make everyone in your family feel informed, feel welcome, and then your kids come through in the strollers and they have a good time. So community is huge, and little things like birthday parties can be a challenge and create fear and anxiety for kids. So, and you know, we had an opportunity to do a talk today, and Tiffany spoke about, you know, raising your child gluten-free, and how, you know, things like birthday parties, whether you're going to a birthday party, you know, BYOC, bring your own cupcake, but you still want your child and your family to feel like they're having a great time, to feel involved, and you don't have that fear and anxiety of not having a community to, you know, I have to go to this party, but I can't eat anything there. So community is huge.
The other thing you'll find in the gluten-free community is if you reach out online to any of the bloggers, the vendors, they're a wealth of information. They're going to give you resources. They'll tell you who their doctor is. They'll tell you not only their story, but just so much information. And that to me is helpful when we're traveling. Because if we go to a foreign city and I'm like, oh, well, so-and-so on Facebook's from that area, what do they like to eat?
Do you guys ever use Find Me Gluten Free when you travel?
Yes.
Absolutely.
A lot of the time. So Find Me Gluten Free, that app is not only on my phone, but on my computer as well, because then if my phone dies, then I still can get to it. But I use that a lot because I love the geo-targeting that it has. So if you're standing there and you're like, I'm hungry, but where am I gonna go eat? You just turn it on, hit the button, hit the local, it uses the GPS in my phone, and it's like, here's 6 restaurants right here on this block you can eat at. And the cool thing about Find Me Gluten Free is not only can you link over to their website and see their menu, but there's reviews from other gluten-free people, so you know if, oh, they got sick there, let's just not check that one, let's go to the next one. Or you know that that's got a 5-star rating, it's been certified to feed people with celiac disease, and it's just really cool. Being at the expo as a cookbook author is really important to me because it's my opportunity to spread awareness. It's not necessarily to get people to buy my product per se, but it's letting them know from a perspective of you can still eat anything you want. And that's what I get a lot is even today I talked to a girl who had been diagnosed celiac less than 3 months ago. You could just tell she was distraught. She was a little overwhelmed, I think, too, because the expo was so large, but she was afraid she couldn't eat food anymore. And I'm like, tell me what you're missing. Tell me what you want. I bet you can still eat it. And it's just those simple things from macaroni and cheese. Yeah, you can have gluten-free, dairy-free macaroni and cheese, and it doesn't have to taste any different. Or, oh, a cupcake or a cookie, or maybe they're missing their favorite brownie. You can get all of that. And that, to me, is what makes the expos as the author of a cookbook so fun, because I get to share all of my stuff that I love and my love for food with everybody else who thinks they're missing out.
One thing that sticks out for me as an author at the expo is that people, when they stop by to visit, it's almost like they don't see you as a vendor, as having something to sell. They see you as a source of information. So you have an opportunity to tell your story, to share experiences and give tips and tricks on, you know, like how do you raise a child gluten-free, and, you know, did you know that there's cross-contamination? And the conversations are deeper, and they last a little bit longer than, hey, you know, there's a sample or something to try. So you know, I get really excited about that because, you know, I like community. I like being engaged and being around people. So it's great for me. And, you know, we're offering up information. It's not only helping my family, it's helping, you know, everyone we come in contact with.
So you can find us online at gfmomcertified.com. And from there, it's GF Mom Certified on Facebook, on Pinterest. We have a Google Plus page, and then you can also, on YouTube, you can look for GF Mom Certified, and we have a video channel where I do recipes. I'll do recipes live with you, cooking demonstrations, product reviews, fun little tidbits and tricks.
We also support the We'll Play for Food Foundation, which feeds hungry children in America. There are millions and millions of hungry children in America. But we also like this charity because even though you may be an underprivileged family, you can still have children that have food allergies. So a portion of the proceeds from each one of our cookbook will go to that organization. And WePlayForFood.org is where we offer that.